All right. If you saw us before and we went off, hey, it is what it is. This is this Community Solidarity Response Network. We are outside.
Yeah,
You did
we're really live. He had to beat up the security guard. We
Hey.
ran away. No, that didn't
Oh,
happen.
come on
But
now. All
we're
right.
outside, which means any noise, background, or stuff that you may hear, like this awesome waterfall behind us, excuse our realness.
Right. But you know what? We get it in however we can. And we adapt. Hey, this is our weekly podcast. Before we left, we talked about the mayoral forum that's happening September 7th, 6 p.m. at the Frederick Douglass. We are going to have Dr. P is going to moderate, Dr. Patrice McClellan, PhD. She's going to moderate the forum. We already have commitments from nearly all of the candidates. We've got one that's holding out, but they'll come through as they always do
Choice.
when the pressure gets on. So if you're listening, you know what it is. And look, we just came from the Toledo Recovery Plan meeting that City of Toledo's having all over Toledo. We were at Rogers. I think they had a Zoom. Today we are at we were at the main library, and we have with us today Monique Ward Redmond, who has been one of the best allies for the community regarding this, what's in the plan, and what we can expect. So, what I wanted to ask you, Monique, if you could introduce yourself, who you are, and if anyone is visually impaired or challenged, hey, they got those motorcycles. Well, all right,
We're in downtown Toledo, by the way, and it's beautiful down here. If you haven't been and seen the latest renovations that they've done, come down and enjoy it. They got the scooters and the bikes and the fountain and the lights. I don't know if y'all can see the fountain, but it's pretty.
Right. All right. Right. Hey, I am in the way of the fountain. I'm in the way of the fountain. There it is.
Okay.
All right. There
All right.
you go. Man, I was put on some
Right.
weight. I covered the whole damn fountain. Can we say damn?
Yeah.
All right.
No, okay.
All right. So, could you introduce yourself for anyone that's visually challenged? What are you wearing, and why are you such a fierce advocate for your community?
Okay. I don't know. I'm wearing this really nice outfit that my mom got me a long time ago because she wanted me to be fly all the time, and I never take her fashion advice because it reminds me of being in church all the time. But I really, really thank you, Mommy, for always sending me some nice stuff, even though I like to dress myself. Mom still looks out. But anyway, I am Monique Ward Redmond, as he said, and I am the owner of Positive Promotions LLC, and I have a modeling agency, ironically, called Quality Management International Talent Agency. But despite all of that, I am a fierce advocate for my community because I am a part of the community. I am a mother of 4. I am blessed to have a great husband and 4 beautiful children that also are very passionate about their community. And so, they let me take time out of their life to make sure that I, inform the community of what's going on while trying to drive them to school, while trying to take them to their after school programs. And so I have to help because I am living in Toledo and I am benefiting as well as my children from the city. And we want to just make sure everything's going right. We don't want to just be consuming and not contributing to this city that we call Toledo. So that is why I'm here, and that's why I, love my CSRN family, because, without these guys and the rest of the family, we couldn't accomplish all these great things that we do for our village,
Right. Now, I want to, before I want you to really go in to what's in this plan and what are we hearing, which is really 2 different things. That's why when Monique posted that, regardless if you disagree or agree, you should be a part of this. All right. You really should be a part of this. Trust in government is at an all-time low, and someone needs to hold them accountable. So first, shout out to our brother Jurytaliban, who maybe a month and a half ago sent me a text, Jody. It was about, did you know that the city of Toledo was getting $180 million? And he said, post that. I'm like, I'm not posting anything. This is insane. I've never heard of this. I called Jody. He said, "Yep, it's happening. It's
I
going
attended
down."
that meeting.
Right. So ever since then, we've been posting, letting everybody know that Toledo has been allocated $180 million. They say nothing has been allocated or spent yet. I don't know about that.
We will
Ninety of
find
which-
out. We will find
Right.
out.
I don't know about
90 of
that.
which are here right now. And as I've said in many posts that I do across streams and stuff, if you think you're getting money or you've been promised something, you will go to jail. Simple as that.
All right. Awesome. All right. And they need to know that. So, Monique, you've dived into the plan. You've also put together a proposal. We don't not to go into your proposal because I don't want everybody to know everything, but soon you will. But what have you taken from looking at the plan and looking at what the city of Toledo is offering, and how do we close that gap?
So I, like Jody, had heard from a little birdie that the city was getting all this money. And I was like, wait a minute. If it's federal funding during a pandemic, it's most likely for the community to fix the problems stemming from the pandemic. But all I'm seeing is roads being fixed, downtown. All I'm seeing is murals being painted. And I'm like, huh?
That was very, very absurd to hear, being there, hearing them saying.
Yeah. So
And off camera, that was Shay.
I'm sorry.
Was that
You're
Shay
good.
off
Yeah,
camera?
yeah. So
Sorry.
we have
Wall.
right. She broke the
Oh.
fourth. So yeah. So I have
Good
my
job.
friend in the background. She's very passionate as well. She just moved here from Florida, so she's seeing Toledo from another angle as well. But we are trying to bridge the gap between what the government is saying we want and what we want as a community. So what the plan is saying, because I did with my good friend, Miss Fuqua, she came to the meeting today. My sister has an MBA in business and she does like accounting. So she was like, Monique, the money is for us. It's federally mandated for us. And so I had a meeting today with Mayor Wade and Karen Poor and the safety director, and
Right.
Chief Crawl couldn't make it, but he was supposed to be in attendance as well. But I told them I just want to help be a bridge between the community and the government, because I'm in the community and I know many of us. I have examples of people who have said they spoke with the mayor and not a lot of things have transpired from it. I don't know why. I cannot speak on that, but we have to come together. So everybody watching this, if you have had discussions with the mayor's office and felt like nothing has been fruitful, well, now is the time during these community sessions, during these videos, during these talks, that you need to come out and we all need to band together. So, because we're all saying the same thing. From what I could tell from the last 3 meetings, everybody's saying the same things. Get rid of the bad houses, fix the houses, put the money towards the kids, put the money towards the elderly, all of that. So in the Toledo rescue plan, the purpose of the meeting that I personally had with the mayor, I wanted to bring up where the buckets are, where the money should go, where we, the community, feel the money should go. So I talked to a lot of members of the community. I have a couple of different people that I spoke to. One of them was Ronald Goolsby, who he is a business owner and a father, and he said, get rid of the bad houses. What's the point of having pretty streets and
Right.
and bad houses? That doesn't make
That's right.
sense. I spoke to Daryl Parr, who said back in the day, George Street was a mecca for Black businesses. What happened? Why are we, instead of urban renewal, why are we having urban removal?
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So that's the type of things that they talked about. So the first round of 90 million plus was dispersed May 2021. I bet you a lot of people didn't know that money has been dispersed. Now, what they have spent it on and what it's being spent on, we don't know yet. That's where the transparency needs to come in.
That's right.
The second round of money, which is the second 90 million, is May 2022. That's when it's going to come out. All the money is being committed for March 3rd, 2021, and it needs to be spent by December 31st, 2026.
Right.
So the money is being dispersed from March 3rd, 2021 to December 31st, 2024, but it all needs to be spent by December 31st. So that's what this rush in the meetings is. They have to spend the money. As Councilman Williams said in the last meeting that just happened in the library, the money has to be spent. It's like the law and if not, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So the federal rules for spending for this money, the U.S. Treasury has adopted an interim rule, but federal guidance will continue to be updated for months. So just because they're saying one thing, it could be more updates to this thing. Okay. In general, the money can be used to address the negative economic impacts of COVID, including aid to households, small businesses, nonprofits, and industry. So if you fall in a household category, the small business category, the nonprofit category, or the industry, this money is for you if you have been negatively affected by COVID. It is to rebuild a stronger, more equitable economy as the country recovers and address systematic economic challenges of low-income communities and people of color. So this federal money specifically says it is for people in low-income communities and people of color.
Right. And having said that, what was the tone of some of the examples that they were given? Do you think that some of the examples that they were given of what the money could be spent for, did you think that lined up with what was in the original plan?
Well, I heard my brother Jury talking about how he feels like it was a setup in a sense of what they said the money should be for and what we believe the money should be for. Now, I said to the mayor's office, I said, I don't believe that it's a setup, or I think that if they don't know, and I don't know if they know, but a lot of people have told me they do know. If they don't know where the money should go, because they have in their mind where they think the money should go, because they're not in the trenches with us in a sense, then they're going to come up with whatever they believe. It's like a perception versus reality thing. So if we, the community, have to express to them in a way that makes sense, in a way that we come together, because I guess one person is not making a difference to them. I mean, it has to be me. It has to be you. It has to be all of us, saying the same thing. So yes, youth and recreation and parks, safe and livable neighborhoods, job creation, economic development, green and healthy housing, avoiding custody services is what they want the money to go to. So now I go to this meeting today and I hear everything that me and my colleague presented to the mayor earlier, which was fight intergenerational poverty was my number one thing. If you're saying that this money is to help low-income families, hold on, I want to put this up here real quick. Is that like the wrong way? Can you put that for me? If you guys want to help fight intergenerational poverty.
You want to give it a shake?
Yeah, no, hold on. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. All right. This is live, and we're doing things
right. Here you go.
We got our producer.
All right. Okay.
While she's doing that.
Okay.
I can tell you a little bit of behind the scenes from politics and being an elected official for the past couple of years that is basically the truth. Like, they don't get to spend time with the public. So as this is my second meeting there, and then fifth board meeting this week already, that's the answer. If you don't show up, just stop going to bars, stop doing stuff that's just because
don't say you're too busy, and then when the money gets spent somewhere else, you're upset.
Because we can come out in masses for 90 park jams and see Vanilla Ice, but this is the stuff that if you don't show up to these meetings, technically, we decide based on what we see in our community. They don't live in the urban community. They live in the suburbs. They're more worried about what looks nice aesthetically than how to raise a family with property.
Right. So the fighting intergenerational poverty was the first point that we talked. Services for residents in extreme poverty. Did you know that 1 out of every 3.8 residents of Toledo live in poverty? That's a statistic that's on public record that most people don't know. So if 1 out of every 3 people are poor, what are we doing to stop that? To have skills for life employment, pay 3 days, maybe a week to work and 2 days for school training so we could get skilled trades. I heard that in the meeting today. Target wraparound services for 16 and 24-year-olds. I know that we have a program here called the YES program, Youth Education Services. It's sponsored by Harbor. Does anybody know about that? I only know about that because I seen it on a bus ad years ago. And I'm like, why doesn't anybody know that high school dropouts could get jobs and skill trades for free? For free. Small business assistance. Oh, wait. Second, restore neighborhoods was the point. Down payment assistance for homeownership, not just for first-time home buyers. Okay, I own my home. I'm a first-time home buyer, but now I need a bigger home. I might need help getting my second home.
That's right.
But only assistance is going to the first-time home buyers. Now, if I own 2 or 3 homes, how can I acquire wealth if just because I own one house, you said I have to? I actually was told I have to sell my house to get another house. Well, that's keeping me in a impoverished state. If based on this information, I have to let go of one thing to get another thing just to get help. That's not cool. Home repairs for seniors. We do need to spend money on helping the seniors. In the first meeting, I remember at Rogers, there was an elderly lady saying that we need help with cutting our grass. We need help with fixing our homes. Where's the money that the city pays the kids or whatever to help us, get our stuff fixed? That's really legit. And I think it's fair. Clean out the vacant properties, improve the process of owning property from the land bank. I heard that today too.
Right.
I was like, whoa, deja vu. The third is small business assistance. We need education for small business owners. Even though I'm a small business owner, I don't know how to get a federal grant so that I can get help, whatever government entities do whatever the city needs to be a greater place. I need help, So startup capital for new businesses, low interest loans. The safety director, like I said, was in the meeting, and I, gave suggestions on how we could improve public safety, more mental health support for criminals, more reentry programs for felons, skilled trade. If felons could only come out of jail and work at McDonald's or work at a factory, then how are we teaching them to be contributing members of society if all the jobs we have are just regular, they need other things. Like maybe they want to be an electrician. Maybe they want to do, just because they committed a crime, they do deserve another chance. And if they are given a chance to have a better life, let's help them have a better life. If they want to change and they deserve it, Also, 2 police officers in every squad car. I know as people that believe in Black Lives Matter and everything, sometimes we're not really cool with the police, or we don't really kind of support whatever their agenda is. But at the same time, they are people, and if they are respecting us, they do deserve to be respected as well. And recently an officer died because there was only one officer in the car, and that was not fair to that officer to be alone and then be in danger and then got killed, So if we're going to give money to any police programs, give them education too, to have de-escalating training, to have mental health services, to have coping services. Because I heard in cities, they only give to the cadets. The mayor was telling me that only the cadets get those support services, but in Toledo, they get it all through their career. And the city pays that out of pocket. So if that's true, we need to see that.
Right.
And he said those meetings are public, that we can go attend to see some of these trainings now. So we don't know that,
It's
right?
the first I've heard of
You know
that.
what I mean?
Basically on a postage note in the back room of the government.
You know what I mean?
Under the coffee pot.
Right.
All right.
And then the last thing that I also witnessed today in our meeting is someone said to reduce, well, I put this in my presentation, but they said it in the meeting, reduce the digital divide in Toledo. Help the youth and the elderly get laptops and get, if we're going to be Toledo, the future great city of the world, we can't have nobody knowing how to use technology and not having the internet and not having computers. So take some of that money, buy some laptops for seniors, pay people to teach them how to use it. Get, in Detroit, they give kids free laptops to all the students. That was like the minute they got their money, that's what they did with it, So we need to do that. Free internet for like 3 years or less or whatever.
Right.
But that's the type of stuff we need. Tech help to residents and corporate sponsored on-the-job training for anybody that needs it. These are things that make the city great. These are things that I presented to the mayor today, and I will be giving copies to everyone once I get a chance, and I will be emailing it to whoever asks. Just let me know, because these are my suggestions based on what I heard from friends of mine, colleagues of mine, community members, even city people that are politicians in government and everything. These are everybody's suggestions. So if you have stuff to add to it, if you want to, make this a better proposal, let me know. I'm just trying to do my part to, bring everybody together.
And what page can they contact you on?
I am Monique Ward Redmond, so you can look me up on my regular Facebook, or you can go to my page, Positive Promotions, which is spelled Pozativ Promotions LLC. That's Pozativ Promotions. And if you want, you can send me your email, and I'll send you a copy of the proposal. Or I'll just print out a bunch of copies and give them out at the next meeting. I don't care. But I am volunteering to help the city get this word out. I'm volunteering because I am tired. I don't want to hear that I didn't know about this. There's a whole bunch of free programs that were given out this summer. The city gave a lot of programs $1 million, and they split it all where you could have got free basketball, free chess, free boxing, free pool, free YMCA, whatever. Like, I didn't know half of these programs existed, and now they're almost all over.
Right.
I'm depressed about it because my kids was looking for something to do all summer. So I asked the city today, can they extend some of those programs?
Wow.
Because we could be using that till October while it's nice outside, right?
Right.
And then next year have more. Because, at this point, if they gave all that money to these programs and it was not being utilized, that was just like a free money giveaway. And now our kids didn't benefit, okay? So I really love that they're trying, but we have to do more. And it has to make sense.
Right. And one of the ways that's going to happen. So if you're viewing this on our page, if you want to get in touch with Monique, if you have some questions regarding the Toledo recovery plan, you can just hit us up in our inbox, and we're going to get with Monique.
We posted again today.
Right. We stand with Monique. We spoke earlier, and Monique, I need to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
After your meeting, some people from the city did contact me, and they spoke about your passion. They spoke about your focus. They spoke about your energy. That's fine, but now we want to see
results.
Right. We want to see some results. Listen, we're going to close out because, hey, the lights are going out downtown.
Right. It's going to be beautiful, though, when the lights go out.
Coming out.
Yeah, they are. They're coming on, yeah.
Well, no, he got to get
Yeah.
I got to get
maybe we'll do a nighttime broadcast one day.
Okay.
That'll be nice.
Right. So, Jody, listen, before we go, any loose ends we need to tie up, anything that people need to know that we've been involved with and that we're doing right now?
Well, it's been 2 weeks. As people can see on the page, I've been more active with sharing things because I haven't been able to do much. So shout out to the Hoodstock Foundation. We gave away 750
shout
book
out
bags.
to Hoodstock.
All our vendors made money.
Right.
People came out and saw stuff. Shout out to the 90s Park Jam, Tracy,
Lance, Arlinda,
Matisse.
Love y'all.
To all the independent programs that's doing something right now versus sitting on their hands and waiting to show up to a meeting to complain. It takes a lot to do this
Yes.
work.
Right.
Shout out to the film crew last night of the Sons of Toledo. Just another thing that you don't have to look down your timeline and say, I hate living here.
Yes.
Because there's stuff to do.
Please, guys, take advantage of the city parks. Take advantage of the concerts. Take advantage of free Y on Fridays, I think. And Imagination Station has discounts. Like, take advantage of your museum. Take advantage.
Shout out to our Olympian, O'Shea.
Yes.
She's got a parade coming up this
medal.
weekend.
That's right.
Yeah. All of this stuff. We live in a great place. We just have to make it better because we are the reason for the season, It's up to us. So I want to see like 300-400 people in the next meeting. I don't want to hear no excuses, guys. When's the next meeting? Everybody.
Next meeting is next week. That is at
Wait.
And I'll be
High
filling
School.
that up
Show
with
up.
3 boards that I have there with the food pantries and stuff. So
Yes.
again, if you don't come out, I told my sister a couple of weeks ago, and she told me to tell somebody that was more smart. Her words. You are the person that's more smart. If you don't give them,
you are the people. We are the people.
there were some very passionate people that walked out of the meeting today because they're tired of hearing the same thing.
That's
They
right.
hear the same thing because the same people show up with the same problems every year. Fix the roads, fix the streets, fix this. Nobody else is coming with nothing different because they don't think their voice matters. It does matter. They just gave you $80.9 million for it to matter. And if you don't do something with it,
Oh, another thing that I want to mention is that what a lot of people don't know, and I got this from the mayor himself, the TPS school board has gotten 120 million as well, and the Lucas County Commissioner, I believe, got another 80 million. That's totally separate from that money. Yes,
Okay.
totally separate. So we got 120 million that's going to TPS. So all you programs that are certified for your children, you need to be asking TPS, what the heck are y'all doing with this gift? What I said was, well, wait, if you buy laptops for the seniors, can Durant and them buy laptops for the kids? You feel
That's
me?
right. That's right.
So we are all going to work together, and we're going to make sure this money goes where it's supposed to go, because we want to end systematic racism, intergenerational poverty, and we want to make Toledo the future great city of the world, as Jessup W. Scott said in his pamphlets that he wrote 100 years ago or more.
not just the hashtag, but we will do better in Toledo, but action behind it.
Yes.
Right. And lastly, shout out to the Scott Bulldogs. They just had the Scott Bulldogs weekend.
No problems, no violence. I didn't get to go, but I'm mad I missed it.
Right. I was right down the street. I heard everything. All right.
Yep.
All right. And also, on a more somber note, for the family of our brother Jason White, you see him with the Witness Riches billboards all over the may peace and comfort come to the family. We love you. We love our brother. And please, if you need help, ask for help. And listen, there's nothing wrong with us being financially fit. So his memory of what he stood for and what he pushed for, it's going to live on through us. So, Jody, in closing out, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter. And Black lives can't matter until all Black lives matter. Justice or else, peace.
Peace.